So we got some photographs of somebody connected to Justin Timberlake's DWI arrest last week.
I know Justin Timberlake wishes this guy wasn't connected to him, but he is now because he's the guy who pulled over Justin and brought him in for DWI. His name is Officer Michael Arkinson of the Sag Harbor Police Department.
And there he is.
He has become a big-time celebrity out on Long Island because everyone, once the details came out about the arrest, want to know, who is this guy who didn't know who Justin Timberlake is?
So he is 24 years old, which should help kind of explain this. But remember, Justin kind of now famously said, this is going to ruin or derail my world tour. And
which he said, what tour?
That's right. So this young strapping man here did not apparently know who Justin Timberlake was, had no idea what tour he was referring to. All he knew was that he suspected that JT had been drinking and driving, and he hauled him into jail. Here he is, about an hour north of Sag Harbor over the weekend, hanging out with friends, enjoying himself, seemingly enjoying a beverage, maybe an alcoholic beverage. There's a shot there where it looks like he's like maybe drinking a beer or something. And he's out and about, and just like Charles said, he's kind of a local celebrity now. And it doesn't look like he's trying to really lay low. But granted, we've tried contacting this guy to talk to him. Turned off his phone. He's scrubbed his social media. So it seems like digitally online, he's kind of sort of trying to be anonymous. Unfortunately for him, the media's blown up his identity, and people there in Long Island certainly know who he is. And yeah, he's kind of enjoying himself during the summer.
Yeah, and by the way, there's no reason to hide. I mean, he did his job.
The guy was just doing his job.
And if he's drinking a beer, totally allowed to drink a beer. He can even get drunk. He just can't drive.
Wait, it's still legal to get drunk?
You can get drunk. You just can't drive. Probably not a great idea, but But as long as you don't drive or drive a boat, you're cool.
Well, not to be too mean or anything, but I just one thing I'm curious about. When you see a guy like Arkinson, relatively thinnish kind of guy, looks kind of like a little dorky, frankly, he's a little dorky. When you see that, and you're JT, when you're JT and you look at this cop, you're like, this is the guy that busted me for DUI?
This
is the guy I could beat him in a wrestling match. That's something that I look at, I could take Arkinson in a wrestling match. This is the guy who's hauling me to jail in handcuffs?
That is not, I wouldn't say that. Number one, I think he's a good-looking guy. Number two, go back to the picture of him in the sweatshirt or whatever it is. Look at this.
Yeah?
He looks a little like Justin Timberlake.
Okay, no.
Am I wrong?
You're wrong.
He looks like a hall monitor from high school. That's what he looks like.
No. He's a good-looking guy. And by the way,
Fabian, I'm getting the sense that maybe you were a bully in high school. Is that possible?
I teetered the line. I went back and forth between victim and bully. It was a dichotomy weird thing.
Okay. So, all right. Well, at least you were balanced about it.
Oh my God, that was brutally honest.
Yes.
Anyway, so where this stands right now is Justin has pled not guilty. His lawyer has said he's going to fight this thing. There's a court hearing late next month. This will never go to trial, is my
by the way,
studied opinion.
And that hearing actually is scheduled for the same day that he's supposed to be having a tour date in Europe somewhere. So that's not going to happen. You're still going to have the tour date. So they're either they're going to settle it by then, or they'll move the tour.
And the one thing everyone wants to see at this point is the body cam video of their interaction between Arkinson and JT. Unclear if we're actually going to see it. We know it was caught on body cam video. We've requested it. We've told it's not going to come out until the investigation wraps or something like that. They're citing, that's going to affect their investigation. So it might be a while till we see that body cam video. But when it comes out, we're going to see the famous "Who are you exactly?" thing. So that'll be interesting to see when it comes out.
Yeah, and what's unclear and that I can't figure out is when he talked about the world tour and everything. Was it a kind of,
was he saying, do you know
who I am? Right. Or was it just, he was just reflecting and thinking, oh crap.
Yeah, was he just sort of mumbling to himself? And
it's a weird thing to say if you're just mumbling.
Right. No, when I read it as this was a subtle way of saying,
I did too.
Do you know who I am?
I felt the same way. And boy, he got shut down.
Yeah.
Hey, Erica from Texas. I think that, Michael being out on the boat, having a good summer is just a reflection that he stands by his decisions and his actions that night. He's not waiting out media speculation or any sort of backlash because he knows what he did was to serve the public and keep them safe. This isn't a case, at least that we know of right now, where he's using some unnecessarily aggressive behavior. It doesn't surprise me that he hasn't gotten back to the media because his job is to be a law enforcement officer. That's what he's doing. And he's also entitled to a fun summer, which I expect to see more of.
It looks like
All
he's
of
having a fun
which
summer.
Is true.